All right, you ready to go?
Yes.
All right, let's do this. Hi, my name's Kim Friedricks. I'm the Managing Director of Fixed Income here at Kayne Rudnick, and I started working here in 1998.
Hi, my name is Michael Montgomery. I am the fixed income trader at Kayne Rudnick, and I started in 2022. Kim, I have a question for you. How did you get into municipal bonds?
Well, I started off in high school, I guess, because I was the student representative to the local school board, and it was right after Prop 13 passed, so all of the funding changed, and every school district in the state was scrambling for where their money was going to come from, and I found it fascinating to watch just the local school board have to work out every little detail of the budget and how they were going to keep everything afloat while they figured all of that out. And then, going through college and starting my career, I always found all of that so interesting. Plus the side of bonds that's all about math and economics, I absolutely love. So it kind of just blends the two.
Yeah.
So how about you?
Well, I studied finance in college, and so was very interested in economics, and also was following local property tax issues in Chicago post-financial crisis in 2008. And then I luckily got a job where I could work with municipalities and help them issue bonds in the bond market and fund capital projects.
So interesting that both of us were after major changes in finances.
Yes. And it happens to, every 15, 20 years.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And all local districts have their own issues that are kind of fun to follow.
Yes, and that nuance kind of kept me really interested and involved in the municipal bond market.
It never stops being interesting. So I have a question for you. What got you into the trading side of bonds as opposed to the credit side?
So after my first couple of jobs working with issuers issuing debt in the bond market, I became way more excited about the trading opportunities that would happen of trading the debt after learning more of the credit side. I really liked how knowing about geopolitical events and policy changes, including tax policy changes, would affect the value of the instruments that we were originating. So I worked to get over to the investor side.
Yeah, that's actually the most fascinating part about the bonds, isn't it? I mean, the fact that like somebody in China can release a number saying that they're growing slower or faster, and all of a sudden the perception of inflation changes and rates change and base rates change and everything starts moving, and now you have to figure out how you're going to put a value on the El Segundo School District, for instance, and figure out what their 10-year bond should be trading at. And all of those things have to come together.
All right, Kim, so what is something that you did not expect being in your career for so long?
Well, I guess I wouldn't have expected that at some point I'd be able to be doing interviews and be on TV and wearing pajama pants, or how about the fact that every day I wouldn't have to put on, 4-inch pumps and walk around in pantyhose every day and be miserable. My feet were eventually going to get a break. Society grew up and we all get to be a little more comfortable now. It's kind of nice. Kind of very happy about that. How about you? Anything you wish you knew?
Well, I'm very fortunate that I can stop work and then go off on a hike. It's great being out here in Southern California and to take my dog after a long day's work and just go out in the mountains.
Well, so you are new to LA. What's your favorite canyon to hike?
So after work, I like to go out to Mandeville Canyon, and you can get great views of both downtown and Santa Monica and the ocean on clear days.
Yeah, that's great. That's fun. Obviously, I'm old enough that I saw the first Star Wars in a movie theater when it came out. Actually, I was babysitting some kids and the parents went to see it, and the wife and I joked about it beforehand because what was it going to be, like a bunch of little planets with guns shooting at each other? and when they got back, she said, "Oh my God, you have to go see this." So, went off to see the movie. But I'm wondering, what was the first Star Wars movie you saw in a theater?
So first to disclose, I'm old enough to own VHSs of Star Wars. But my first Star Wars was the Phantom of the Menace.